landed. I am in front of Source.
Beautiful. Tell me what that's like.
Sublime. Love. Understanding. Powerful. Peaceful. In awe.
Beautiful. So you said Source is in front of you?
Yes.
Source have any shape or colors to Source?
Yes.
Tell me more about what Source looks like.
He's all white. It's an all white energy. There is no definition. He's on a throne. I am before him. I am humbled.
Beautiful. Tell me about the Source. You said that the Source is a male?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to give me a gift. I feel like I have an etheric body.
Tell me more about your etheric body. Do you have any shapes or colors to you?
I'm actually in a form of my current body, but it's been changed.
How has it been changed?
It's lightened. It's crystalline. It emanates a rainbow type of white light. I feel very light. I feel like this is future.
Is this a future you?
Yes.
Is this a future you that is still on Earth, or a future you after?
Future me after Earth. The Earth is still there, but I have a mission, which is what has brought me before Source.
You say you have a mission? Tell me about this mission.
He has gifted me with a flame. It's a golden flame. It's within my heart. It is a fractal of his flame.
Mm-hmm. Does he say why he's gifted you this?
It is a part of his gifting it to me so that people who I see, the places where I go, all sentient beings can feel of this flame which represents his love. It is just within me. Going back down to the earth plane before I leave him, Archangel Metatron, Gabriel, and Archangel Michael are here.
And how do they look?
Also with energy. I sense their colors. Michael, of course, is blues around him. Archangel Gabriel is an aqua, Caribbean type of blue. Metatron is a rainbow type. All sorts of rainbow colors within Metatron. They are here in support.
How does it feel like for them to be there with you?
I've always known.
Ask them if they have a message for you.
It reminds me of the builder that I am. Creator. It reminds me to freely create. When the desire comes to create, to just create. To be joyful about it. There is purpose to creation, but there is joy and magic. There is fun about it. But all things do have purpose to remind me of the joy involved in it.
And you said this was Metatron?
Metatron.
How about Michael? Does Michael have a message for you?
He conveys his love to me, to always standing in truth. In many lifetimes that I've had, the truth is tricky. Truth can be sharp, piercing, can seem difficult. The truth can be soft, comforting, like an old friend. I've had to play these roles of truth in many different ways. Resolute comes to mind. I've always carried this, being resolute wherever I have been, with conviction. Codes that emanate from me. There is nothing to do, it just is. It emanates, and he is sharing his love and gratitude for always being true to who I am. Gabriel reminds me of the music within me, frequency and the tones. Music is so multidimensional. It's never-ending sound. Sound is creation. It reminds me to always use sound in music. And everything that I do carries many frequencies, many. It can be healing, it can be one of creation, it has many different purposes, it communicates. It's so multifaceted. The frequency and sound is just goes through all time and space, like ripples. It reminds me to always incorporate this in my life.
Beautiful, thank you, Gabriel. Does Source God have any other message for you within the space?
The flame that he is my heart space. He has gifted this to me, and he invites me to a tree that is beside him. The tree is a fire. It's a purifying fire, but it does not consume. He has invited me to step within the tree, to feel purified, to feel at one with it. I step inside of it. Beautiful, energizing. It tells me to remind myself of this feeling when the weight of heaviness comes upon me to step inside this tree that never consumes. It is his source, his tree. It always reminds me I have access to it.
It's beautiful. Tell me more about this purification that you're feeling through this tree. What does that involve, the purification? I know during she's speaking prior, when we were speaking prior during the beginning part of this session, she explained how she really felt like this year, the year of the dragon, was purification. I think that's so powerful and good word to use to summarize what this year will feel like for others. Tell us about this tree and the purification she's feeling.
Once internal work has been at a certain point in one's life and her life, the tree is a refining process. It is purified to any remaining, not only impurities, infringements, anything that is not of the highest vibration is removed. Only the beauty of source and light remains. It feels freeing. It feels powerful. It's shown to her that in the course of her life, that sometimes the impurities of the world, even though you've done the inner work, there's this extra step that can be taken to purify oneself. It is a gift from source that all might utilize if one is ready. There's always a free will. It's an invitation.
Thank you. Source, can you tell us, does this tree exist within the embodiment that you are as source, or does it exist in a realm? How do we connect to this tree of our purification?
The tree exists within me. I can manifest it to those who need to see it, experience it, connect to it through meditation. Deeply go within your meditation and ask for your higher self and angelic team to be brought to the realm which I am in. Purification is for all and needs to be for all. It is an invitation for those who seek it.
Will we be able to access a purification tree while we're still incarnated here on Earth, or is this something we do after? What's this?
We can do this now as the ascension process is happening to all. We're all at different levels of our bodies. Your bodies are changing. Ascension is an individual process. And when you feel that you are ready for this, call it a purification experience. It helps you to refine your mission, gives you energy. And again, yes, you can access this through your meditation while embodied. Those who desire this will know that they are ready for this step. It's almost like a moth, shall we say, to a flame. You feel drawn to it, so eventually all will be in this purification through ascension. But for those who desire it before, are invited for that experience.
In what ways, if we go through this process of, coming to the purification of the tree of life, what ways will we see that shift or change or represent here on Earth if we're incarnated? How will that change our life here?
The purification step enables you to see actually more clearly infringements. You are more intentful, more purposeful. It transmits energies, frequencies with more ease. As the body becomes more crystalline, there is a connection. Communications, frequencies are more easily accessed in a crystalline body. And although the purification process doesn't necessarily have to be within a crystalline body, but it bridges it and helps to transmit those energies more readily and with ease. You will notice in the day-to-day life a more ease about you and being able to discern, similar to the A.U.R.A process, when you have the energies healing you and crystallizing and purifying. It's a bit of a purification process in that modality itself. It's just a higher attunement, shall we say.
Thank you. In this form that she's here, just she is her higher self form. Wants to share further on what during our chat prior to this session. What did she want to explain further on what that means? Like she mentioned that she didn't think people understood how powerful the purification process will be like this year, and how important it was. Can she explain herself? Can you explain that further, what she meant by that?
As we know, this year will be one of great change. Many of the old systems and old constructs and energies will be falling away. In its place will become new structures. The new earth will be formed in these new energies. It is an important aspect of oneself when it comes into these newer frequencies and into this new earth, that all is left behind, all attachments, all the things that no longer serve. If one really goes within oneself, it is a process to understand what is serving you and what is not serving. One has to be honest with oneself. Things that do not serve, do you really want this into the new world and new earth experience? She will not accept it. It will not hold the frequency, and you must let it go. All will go through a purification process. The new earth is free of these infringements. Think of it like a shower of fire. It will be quick. It does not take a lot of time. It's like a final step that all will go through before one is entered into the new earth. But you can help this process as you elevate higher into the higher octaves of the frequencies that you are currently in. Each time you enter higher frequencies and octaves, more of the infringements and things that no longer serve fall away. It's similar to that of refining gold, isn't it? Gold is heated up to the fire, and all of the impurities rise to the surface to be scraped away, and all that's left is the pure gold. This is a very similar process.
Mm-hmm.
Part of what she is doing on the earth now is building these pillars of light.
Mm-hmm.
It is part of the structure that anchors in the etheric crystalline grid and even beyond to me, to source, down to Mother Earth's core. It is a clear conduit. Pillars are part of the process. They anchor in the structure of the so above, so below matrix, the new matrix. Between these pillars are being formed and have been formed. This is how the new communications to humanity will be through this system, this conduit, this grid system. In a purified way, the higher energies will purify in a sense. It's a system of even delivering the healing aspects of parasites within the body. It will be through frequency, through this grid system, to help humanity rise. The grid system is used for new energies, tones. Of course, it anchors into Mother Earth's core. And there is a grid system within her. These pillars, pure conduits of energy that help anchor it in. Think of like in the body, you have arteries and veins. Pillars are like the arteries and veins, and the capillaries in the body are like the fine parts of the grid, all communicating in perfect harmony. People are pillars as well, depending on how pure one is, but they all serve as anchor points in the grid system. The more you rise in frequency, the more you help to connect the grid. All are a part of it. The pillars that she is currently building within people and also within the earth is like the first layers of the system. As the ascension process continues, the ascended masters will come in and fine-tune the pillars to their frequencies to help humanity rise. Paul is working within synergy the dragons that are so important this year. Every pillar that is being built, as she was working with the dragons, there sin thousands and thousands of dragons. They are a portal point for her, for the dragons to come in, finding their counterparts on Earth. It's most beautiful. She has always carried the light, the flames within her. She has had different times of her life, in lives and past lives, creation, where she has had stewardship over certain flames. One that being of the violet flame flame is an ascension flame. It's also a purification flame. She has had a life where she was a carrier of the purple flame, the violet flame, and had to secure it during a time of the earth where it was in jeopardy. She had to take the flame, secure it in different realms and dimensions, but still accessible in the Earth's grids. That's why she has been drawn to pyramids in the Grand Canyon. The pyramids in the Grand Canyon are replication, as there are many points on the Earth are in replication to the constellation. The place she has gone, she has been to those same anchor points, shall we say, as she has gone to those places on Earth. It has activated those areas, activated things within her, activates codes within her of this end-time ascension process that helps to spark others, carries within her the purple flame as well. The flame of the violet flame was secured under the pyramids found within it. Needed to be secured within the Earth's grid system, different dimension, shall we say, within the Earth, because it aids in the ascension process now. Could never fully leave the Earth, take away the ability for the Earth to ascend. In part, it serves as a tool, shall we say. But the violet flame is a powerful flame for those who know how to use this. Flame can aid in ascension and in healing this purification process. She forms this within the pillars that she will be building with people and healing them and anchoring in these different colors of flame depending on what the need is for the person. The purpose of the pillars for a tool for people for ascension connects the mind and the heart, clear conduit from the mind to the heart. The pillar goes, of course, above all the chakras that connect to source and serves as a container of energy that are not infringed upon. Mankind has been involved very much in their minds and has not been heart-centered. And this bridging of light will bring this more heart-centered to humanity. Forevermore they will remain in hearts, because humanity will have learned all the ways that didn't serve them to these higher worlds and higher places. Every bit of experience that humanity has learned will be a piece of that and will carry that learning, that knowledge, that wisdom as they move forward forevermore. You're in a beautiful time.
Just tell us about this time. Why this year? Why 2024? Tell us what's so beautiful about this time this year.
Will the earth frequencies continue to rise, as you have spoken, as we have learned about the bifurcation, the trifurcation process? This has been accelerated this year. People will be ascending this year individually if they choose to. They will be able to do this in divine timing, of course, but it starts with the choice of being ready, not waiting for something to happen. For those who are way showers, who are light workers, feel that they are ready. They can make the choice to ascend, and the process will go faster. Do not wait for others around you. You must make the choice yourself, be empowered to do so that you might help others around you, who in turn will be activating for them and have a greater active role in their ascension process, being proactive versus reactive. Right now, most of humanity is being reactive to that is around them. The energies from the sun, the codes, the energies that aid in ascension. Most of humanity are being reactive to it, not being proactive. Once they are come to an understanding, which will happen this year, they will understand and make a choice. For those who have already prepared themselves and who have a little further apart along the way on their ascension process, they will have a light emitting from them, which others will see. That's how they will know who to be drawn to take a proactive role in, how to accelerate and to participate in their ascension process. For those who desire to ascend, some will not be awakened to it, and that is okay. It's their choice. There is a place, and they will be the future leaders of that place, because Earth has given them experience, and they will be the leaders of a different world, a different time and space to ascend and continue to ascend. But for those who want to accelerate into the 5D and beyond, They can choose now to ascend and start the process. All in divine timing. It's not so much a thing to be waiting for. It's something that you can ask for, to participate, to actually be powerful enough to state that you are ready.
Thank you, beautiful message. Anything else?
Humanity needs to remember their compassion, forgiveness. They will be awakened more this year to always go to the heart and to forgive, compassion for all those around you, for you were there once, and we are all part of the one. So in essence, forgiving others is forgiving yourself. To remember that this year, deeply go within the heart, to really remember the beautiful journey that we are on, and that all are in part of this process, and you are they and they are you. It'll be easier to understand that the turmoil that is happening on the earth is just a rising of the impurities that are found within humanity. It needs to rise and surface. It needs to be seen so that it can be forgiven. It has to be looked at. People have to learn from it. Only by acknowledging it, forgiving it, can you move forward into the new earth. And that will be big this year for those who are ready.
Beautiful, thank you, Source. So now that you've given her this flame, you said that this was after she's done with Earth, but you said that now she's going to go back to Earth?
Yes, she has a different empowering flame upon her now. Can step more into the role of who she is and not hiding behind the doubts or fears, or in her case even, there's a humility about her. She has had a difficult time wanting to remain humble, but yet emboldened enough to lead, to always wanting to make sure that the ego is in check. And because she is far enough along in this process, she can return in a different form, so to speak, to have this flame. It's like a higher flame. It reminds of the higher heart, like a higher flame that will activate and to help others to take a part of their ascension process. And so she will take this back now, moving forward.
So take us through this process. Is she done with that? The messages there with the purification tree, the flame you've given her. Anything else we need to know?
No, that's it.
Beautiful. So now that she's received these divine messages and these gifts to us, higher self, go ahead and take her through. So what does she do next of importance?
She will continue to be a bridge. It's always been drawn to knowledge and understanding those who have gone before. If we are thinking in a linear time, important messages of being a bridge to heal others, to heal the earth, a bridge between source and the earth. It's always served as a bridge. And so moving forward is quite clear now how to embody this and to act in her full power.
Beautiful. Now you said that she's going to go back to Earth with this flame?
Yes.
Can you take us through that process?
His body is changed from this purification process. It's been more refined. We'll go about life and in a more proactive way to be a voice, to carry these various flames, these different rays, color within her, to be a conduit, and this will aid in healing for not only herself but for others, for the earth. So this will be how it looks. She is ascending. The body will be changed this year. She knows this.
What do you mean? Like her body's going to change? Can you explain that?
More crystalline.
More crystalline. Yeah.
Less carbon-based and able to do more. More gifts coming online. More of bringing all of the lives into this here and now to create like a 0 point. To use all the different lessons, gifts, pieces of other times and spaces and different lives, culminating into this here and now incarnation moving forward. This will assimilate more deeply. It's almost as when you are with others and serving as a healer or teaching capacity or just anchoring in energies, all bits and pieces of you, of the lives that you have had, will be able to be tapped into and to pull forth from, so that you can utilize those gifts, talents, energies, codes whatever was gleaned from in those lives will be able to be utilized in the here and now. This is what most benevolent power is. It's being able to utilize all the energies, learnings, wisdoms, and to think all around, remember, and to activate their own process of ascension. This is what she will be doing moving forward and what others will be doing.
Oh, you said she's ascending. You didn't mean like now. In the future, you mean?
It's like the body will change states, be ascending out as if not being on the earth plane. She will still be here on the earth plane.
Mm-hmm.
But the body will be a more refined, crystalline. The crystalline body allows more of the gifts to come in. A way of working with energies. It will be easier to anchor those in, and this process will happen this year for her. She will ascend when the rest of humanity ascends. But this is almost like a precursor, hitting steps.
Beautiful. And that's one of the things that she really wanted to address today was being lighter in her body and specifically losing weight. Is this a good time to begin her body scan so we can start that process that you mentioned of her body?
Yeah.
Good. Higher self. Who would you like to call forth to assist during the body scan? Would you like to call forth on the three archangels that she already mentioned or anyone else?
Metatron, Gabriel, Michael, Yeshua.
Yeshua, beautiful. Higher self, we've already started to connect to the three brothers, and let me go ahead and speak to Yeshua.
Sister.
Greetings, Yeshua. It's an honor to be here with you. I love you, honor you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. We're going to ask for your assistance during the body scan when she needs any healing, okay? Thank you. Assisting the higher self. Thank you, Yeshua. Okay, higher self, let's go ahead and begin her body scan. Let's go ahead and start addressing what you were mentioning. Let's scan her body and see if there is any attachment to the fact that she is a little overweight and she wants to lose that weight. Begin, as you mentioned, this year, become lighter. Is there anything attached in her body? Any energies, entities, technologies that could be infringing now?
No, there are no infringements.
Beautiful. Good. No infringements. And then going back to that, when she was young, when she was, she said maybe about 10, that's when she started gaining the weight. Can we go ahead and just go back to the time and space when this started happening and start, recalibrating, healing, transmuting, cleansing that space, purifying, so that when she is in the now, and her body will be able to become lighter.
Yes.
Good. Start that now. Was there anything that happened to her then that made her begin to start gaining weight at that age?
No. Just a lot of energies and emotions of others and not having an outlet to dissipate the energies, and it came in the form of comfort from food she's aware of.
Good. Thank you. Beautiful. Good. So have we done what we needed to do with her body to ensure she is lighter? Begins that process of becoming lighter this year?
Yes.
Good. Thank you, higher self. Yeah, she'll feel any love light in her body that needs that now. So let's go ahead and scan her. I just, need to go through the list and make sure that she is completely clear. We're going to scan her from head to toe now. Higher self and team, looking for any negative energies, entities, or technologies. Does she have any?
No.
Yeah, she feels very clean. Let's go ahead and look at her DNA just to double check. Looking deeply, thoroughly at her DNA. Is there any nano AI, negative aliens integrated? How does her DNA look?
It's good.
Beautiful, yes. Working with her DNA, if you need to deprogram any further false belief systems within her DNA, and then the beginning process of, again, like you said, more of a light body within her crystalline body, the transformation of removing the process of that less carbon-based body. Thank you. Okay. And look inside her all organic matter, making sure there's no other energies, entities, technologies, including any reptilian ink, skin, deeply, thoroughly. Is there anything there?
No, but there is an energetic wall around her heart.
Okay, let's scan that energetic wall around her heart. What is that pertaining to? When did that get there?
She placed it there.
When? This life or another?
Another life.
Another life. What was going on with her in that other life?
It served as a protection from feeling too much of the wars that she has been involved in. She has shut down as serving as a protection around her heart and also her gifts, so that it wouldn't be used in a nefarious way in former lives. It is safe now, fully open.
Beautiful.
And this gift is meant to be fully safe.
Beautiful. Can we use some of that purification flame from the tree to start opening up her her those transmuting those walls to open up her heart.
Yes.
Good. We're doing that now. As we're working on that, we're ensuring her heart is able to open at the biggest it's meant to today, as it's meant to now. Herself, can you ensure that?
Yes.
Good. Also, while you're working on that, ensuring all her chakras are aligned, none are blocked or misaligned, opening up her third eye, specifically activating her third eye. She would really like to build her clairvoyance, seeing her sight, while you continue to work on her heart. Let's scan her third eye and see, is there anything blocking her being able to see?
There's nothing but just her belief system.
Yeah, so
she feels more empowered. That has changed today.
Good. Let's help her build that empowerment so that no more belief of this, that she does not see, can't see, so on. Opening up her third eye, and now she can see. Yeshua, assist her with that with higher self. Beautiful, beautiful. Good, good. Again, we're deprogramming that through all time and space for her, and all this healing that we're doing. I'm asking that it is done through her tree of life, the entirety of her tree of life, any removal of any inversions, and the healing through her entirety of her tree of life. Can we ensure of that?
Yes.
Good. So both the heart and the third eye, thank you. Opening up her third eye now to the biggest it can be as her higher self sees fit. Okay, and then healing her auric field as well. Can we scan her for any dark portals? I know there's no infringements. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Does she have any dark portals in her?
There are no dark portals.
No dark portals. How about her home and her life?
There are no portals within her home or her life. She is securely shielding them morning and night.
And then can we scan her for any, can you confirm she does not have any cords, negative implants, hooks, technologies, AI, wires, anything within her? None of this?
None.
Beautiful. And then can we also scan her soul and make sure that her soul whole? No, there are no fractures, pieces missing from her soul?
She is whole.
Beautiful. Thank you for confirming that. Her vision, she really does, especially now that she's removed that limited belief that she can't see. Can we go ahead and heal her vision completely?
Yes.
Okay, specifically healing anything to do with laser eye surgery that she had a while back as well.
Yes.
Thank you. Doing that now. Okay. And then we're also healing her if she needs any healing for her dental.
All as well.
Good. And then can we age regress her higher self? How many years can we age regress her?
15 years.
Go ahead and start that process now. And now, let me see if there's anything else that she mentioned. All the surgeries that she had, can we ensure that that's all healed? Again, going back to those moments in time and spaces when those actual surgeries were happening. The gastrus bypass as well as the forced C-section she had with her children. Healing her in those times and spaces. And if the higher selves allow, can we heal the babies as they're being born, being, cut off from her and all that inverted process that they do to the mothers, the children?
Yes.
Good. Start healing those babies now if their higher selves allow, her 4 babies. Yeshua and team going through and seeing what's allowed. Okay. She was also bullied as a child because of her weight. Start healing that emotional trauma there for her. Any non-belief, any confidence that, affected her. We're healing that through all time and space of her tree of life. Can you do that?
It is.
Thank you. And then also tonsils. They remove those tonsils.
Yes,
many.
that affected the throat chakra.
Start healing that. Can we bring a crystallization back, that organ, that gland there that was removed?
Yes.
Tonsils and the antroids, she said. Am I saying those right?
Antoids.
Antoids.
Yes.
Antoids. The antoids and the tonsils, healing those glands now. Can we replace them with crystalline glands there once more?
Yes.
So they're no longer missing. Doing that. Thank you. Okay. She's also gone through menopause, healing menopause as well.
Balanced.
Okay. And then can we go through her tree of life now? And can we ensure that we delete any inverted timelines within her tree of life? Can you do that now?
Yes.
Good. And we're also healing the entirety of her tree, entirety of the essence of the tree, the branches, the trunk, any elements surrounding her tree of life. Can we do that now?
Yes.
Good. And we're also healing any current life trauma and past life trauma through all her tree of life.
Yes. Actually, what has been restored is there was a crystalline base at her tree of life, and this has been reactivated.
And what's the significance, higher self? Well, let's just before I ask my questions. So higher self, can you confirm that her entire body scan is complete and we've healed her through all time and space in her tree of life?
Yes.
One more thing I forgot to ask is, can you scan her tree of life and make sure that there are no clones or made from her tree of life, any holograms? How's her tree of life look?
Clear.
Good. Thank you. Okay, so can you confirm we've all cleared her body scan is entirely organic crystalline energy? Beautiful. Thank you, higher self. Can you also confirm that we set her up for her most organic timeline?
Yes.
Beautiful. She's quite incredible. Thank you, higher self. Oh, what a beautiful, such a beautiful honor it has been to be here today, higher self, with her and being able to connect to source. Is there a reason? Some might be like, source is a female. So why does she see source in a male?
Source is neither male or female. Source embodies both.
Yes.
Perfect balance. Whatever the preference is of the person and how that presents, but source.
Of course. Beautiful. Okay, and let's see, what else? What is the significance to today, her session? The total date, as we talked prior, equals 9, including the year. And then also her session number, 603 equals 9. Why? Why is that for her today?
This is a confirmation for her that we are very aware of her and what she does. This has been manifested in her physical world as a confirmation and sign. It's a smile to all's face. She does work with Tesla. That is confirmed and has been utilizing his teachings, and that was a nod to that.
Thank you. Well, since we're speaking of Tesla, would Tesla like to speak to us today?
It is important that people realize that they are the bridge in this world. And as these teachings come more online, more into our awareness, we can utilize these energies more into everyday life and see the magic and how it is. It's been an honor.
Is this Tesla?
Yes.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. You're really guiding her with the grid work she's doing, and so powerful. Thank you. Anything else you want to tell her about some of what she's doing that she needs to hear, or any additional details for the work she needs to do on Earth?
Remember what has been said about creating the pillars, standing in the middle and creating it outwards, and to remember to activate the energies around you as it emanates out with intention. All that you put into it will ripple effect, and to remember that step, and it will be very powerful.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nikola Tesla. You've been so important for us. Looking forward to gaining more knowledge from you in the future.
Yes, photonic light. That was the message. Yeah, activating the photons.
Thank you. And the photonic light within, can you explain the photonic light, what you mean by photonic light?
The photonic light is all around, but you can program that photonic light and activate it in an intentional way. And she is creating the pillars of gridding and healing, this goes within not only into Mother Earth, but into the cells of humanity, into the subatomic particles. This photonic light, and will reactivate and, in essence, program and teach, and to remember its original divine blueprints.
Thank you. I think that has a lot to do with what all the source spoke of, and the angels of just regridding that crystalline light, above to the below.
Yes.
To the earth. Yeah. So, igniting and recalibrating, purifying those photonic lights. So.
Yes, it's almost you could just touch one with one intent, as they are all connected as a consciousness, and will activate all.
Thank you. Anything else, Tesla? Message for humanity you have? Or?
Thank you for all that you are doing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Nikola Tesla. We all love you here. Are you complete with your message?
Yes.
Thank you, brother. We love you. Okay, if I could speak back now to her higher self.
I'm here.
Greetings, higher self. Is there, she has a couple questions. May I ask them?
Yes.
Okay. She wants to know, what is the significance of the sacred geometry to her? How she is how can she utilize this in her daily life?
All things are built within sacred geometry, and she has always used sacred geometry. Sacred geometry is formed from shapes that represent the elements: earth, wind, fire. Those atomic shapes represent sacred geometry, and you can incorporate those elements into that which you are building. If you are building a pillar on the earth that needs wind purification or cleansing, you can use the sacred geometry of wind within the overall shape and embed that into the codes that you would send out and emanate out from the pillar. So this can be utilized in many ways and applications, even in healing. Sacred geometries, they're all crystals and they all form these shapes, and they are the basic building blocks. So become more aware of sacred geometry and the realization that they are the building blocks and can be used in an intentional way. And this will be coming more ideas on how to utilize that as she is in the process of utilizing gifts and modalities and whatever she is incorporating, that this will be coming more online for her this year.
And then she also wants to know, we talked about that, okay. She wants to know, how does her highest aspect of her divine counterpart help her in daily life?
He is never far away from her. He gives her the strength and power, and creates the more of a balance in her life, and she has not really allowed herself to think of a divine counterpart, for fear maybe that it is not so, but we all know that we have divine counterparts and that they help us in innumerable ways, and she just needs to be aware of him and involve him, physically speak out to him, and it will make it more real. It will engage in a co-creation process that will make it very powerful, that even though he is not in her physical world, he is in spirit, and to utilize him while co-creating will be very powerful. Call upon him.
Does he want to speak to her today? Does he have a message for her?
Yes.
Greetings. Who are we speaking to?
I am the other part of her soul, and I love her. She must never forget we had missions that have always, at times, created great spaces within us. Not in our, shall we say, close proximity to each other, but telepathically we have always been together. This has been a long forgotten aspect that has not been much in her life in this incarnation. But I am here. I will be with her more as she steps into this next phase. And I love you.
Thank you. Beautiful message for her. It's so important that when you don't have, say, the sacred twin flame union on earth, how important it is that we understand that they're inside of us and that connection has always been there. Even if they're not physically, say, here, there's no way to separate the twin flame union because they're within our hearts are flame. So I think that makes her very strong when she's doing her work, because I feel that this whole time you've been helping her from within her.
Yes.
She's whole. Thank you. It's an honor to speak to you. I love you. Honor you and respect you. Let me speak back to the higher self.
I'm here.
Thank you, higher self. She says, what's the purpose of... She already talked about that. But what's the purpose of her wearing glasses? I know we already began to heal that. She wants her, her vision to be restored back to original blueprint. So what was the purpose of her wearing glasses?
She was afraid of seeing things that were very powerful. Now that she has stepped more into her power, the fear is now gone, and she will be able to fully see. She will see into the souls of others, and they will be able to see into her soul through her eyes. That was the purpose. Also, a bit of an infringement earlier on, so that it created a barrier. But this has been healed, and will continue to heal in the 3D. She will not need them any longer.
Beautiful. Help her with that process, just to do it as soon as possible, because I know it takes a minute because the eyes try to adjust to the glasses, and then, then they're trying to heal themselves, so they get confused. So just heal her as fast as you can there, higher self.
Yes.
And then also, she also knows what fractals is she most embodying in this current life.
Source. She's been afraid of that power. It is a big power. It is a big energy, but she has been infringed upon in the religion to not make her feel powerful, to be afraid of that power. Now that has been eliminated and understanding more of who she is. She will be powerful, and also, of course, Archangel Michael, standing for truth at all times and all places, reminding others of the truth found within them. Those are her most pronounced fractals.
Beautiful. Thank you, Higher Self. Such important work she's doing on Earth. Thank you, Higher Self, for guiding her so strongly and for being so pure in her heart. And at this point, Higher Self, I asked all her questions. We conducted the body scan. Higher Self, is there anything else that I could have asked that I haven't?
No, there's a message for you, AuroRa.
Yes?
This is Source.
Reading Source.
I recognize the sacrifices that you make on behalf of humanity in your divine mission. Know that you are loved beyond measure. Utilize the tree spoken of today.
Yes.
It will empower you to a higher degree. That the energies and the heaviness that is sometimes felt will be alchemized into the tree which I hold. I love you.
Thank you. Thank you, Source. Thank you for that message. I really needed to hear. It really means everything to me. I love you with all that I am. Beautiful. Okay, Higher Self, I'm trying to think, make sure I didn't miss anything. Thank you for that final message from me. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Higher Self. She's so beautiful. Should we bring her back now?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank Higher Self, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Yeshua, and Gabriel, Nikola Tesla, her twin flame, and actually the NPC. She keeps talking about the NPC. I kept her out. Is her husband an NPC? What's going on there?
He is in part. He has a soul. It is not integrated, and so he has a lot of those characteristics that present itself in this way, but he is a fractal, someone who loves her. It's been divinely placed to help her accomplish her mission. It is not the connection that she has wished for, but has kept her in the lane that she needed to be in, and she has much gratitude towards him, his higher self, for all the lessons that have been learned and taught and gifted her with her ability to accomplish. We thank you for bringing this up.
Thank you. So he's not an NPC?
No.
Okay. Good, thank you. So he's a fractal of someone close to her. Is there anything we could do to assist him to wake him up?
She is just being an example and to just making the energy. She knows that he may not be awakened enough for the ascension, and that is fine. All is being according to his plan, and she is at peace. It doesn't need to concern whether that happens or not, but always to stay in love and to balance this. Balance the disconnect with the love. That is the balance. To not appear uncaring, disconnected, but also remain in the space of love, as this will help heal his heart.
Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful advice. Thank you, Higher Self. Can we send him a wave of love?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. And her children, too. And her puppy.
It's done.
Thank you. Okay, Higher Self, are we complete with her session today?
We are.
Thank you, Higher Self. Once more, I love you, honor you, and respect you. Thank you, everyone. Going to bring her back now, okay? Welcome back.
Whoa.
Take your time. What an incredible session. How do you feel?
Wow.
Take your time.
Yes. I feel like I've been gone for years.
I think you technically were. This book has the most sacred knowledge that you will ever find, and they call it the Ark. An Ark represents a boat. This is the embodiment of a boat. This series helps us travel on our journey through the oceans of creation so that we will not say sink. And the series is a guide to ascension. This beautiful, most magical read you will embark upon, because every single person that's going to read this book is going to figure out exactly what the artificial intelligence is, and in the hopes that they will not allow for it to control them anymore, and that they will now assist in sending the love into the multiverse, and that alchemy that you're going to learn here, so that we can begin now. Let's begin now, you all. Let's not wait for tomorrow to purchase this book. Let's not wait. Do it now. We need you. We need your source beingness to start focusing on that fruition of eradicating it through all lifetime and space. Something that Divine Mother said. Rise, my children, rise. For too long you have been oppressed and made into what you are not. You are not weak. You are strong. You have not been forgotten. You are remembered. You are not a victim. You are a survivor. You are not insignificant. You are brilliant. You are not unloved. You are love. You are not limited. You are unlimited. You are not in captivity. You are free. You are not weak. You are invincible, because you are me and I am you, a most beautiful divine creation. You are, as am I. So in book 1, we learned all about those dark aliens. We also learned to go into the universe to figure out what was going on. How could this construct, this earth, be in the manner that she is? But then we discovered that it's not she, Mother Earth, of course not. The plague of the artificial intelligence, and this plague that has compromised and taken over spiritually possessed. Book 1, you're going to learn about reptilians, what they are, and the process of who they are, how they became, what they turned into. The beginnings of Yeshua teaching, Sasquatch, Atlantis, Anunnaki, the way that they go in and infringe and destroy planets. Basically, it led you to understand book 2, because you need to understand what is some of the infringements to understand then, okay, but where does this begin? Where's the root and where's the origins to it? Was 5G, of the robot experience and this AI looking glass technology. And then we basically concluded with different sacred knowledge of the beginning of understanding, okay, archons, they are not of light. And then the matrix pods, where we're at, the construct and the simulation. For 3 years, we work on Earth, starting from book 1 until we got here. That when this book 2 came out, it would be this immense that it would require a solar eclipse for publishing. So in this book, you will find what has never been spoken because of the sacredness of the knowledge and the ways this has been guarded. Like the first chapter, we go into the Garden of Eden, which is Goddess Aphrodite, and she explains to us how she's creating the Garden of Eden before there was even life. Again, the AI alien invasion. We talk about black-eyed babies, hybrids, and also artificial wombs. Who and what is truly the New World Order, the origins of the archon of artificial intelligence, Yeshua and the seen sacred knowledge, the human soul's evolution through Earth's history. What is the AI matrix? The power of the key to ascension and the dragons and angel babies. Guidance for the earth and universes. Ascension. Talk a lot about the event, the bifurcation, the new earth, and sacred knowledge of the multiverse. Understanding what is the multiverse. We explain it. Well, here is gigantic, you all. We say here, we are not here to fight these archon battles. We are here to end them. That's what we're here to do. So this book reminds you of that, so you can stop being distracted, pulled into illusions of the archon inverted matrix, petrification technologies, and we go into Hawaii, the fires, human trafficking, pedophilia. I am uncensored. It is incredible to be able to speak with freedom of speech and be able to give you all the details that have never been spoken